Left for you.
Yeah, yeah.
One is what, and you
Oh,
might
J.
not.
Crumb is the dopest, by the way. J. Crumb is the dopest.
You mean J. Cole? No, I was playing. J. Crumb is
Nah.
fine. What do you think life after music will look like for you? Like, do you think if you retire, quote unquote, that you'll like still be associated with music or in the background, or do you think you're just kind of like, I'm done, let me just chill with my family?
I still enjoy talking to, artists like yourself.
Mm.
And I mean this, like um, I may not always agree with what an artist has to say, but I'm very encouraged by someone that speaks his mind, encouraged by someone that's, like I said earlier, you're very thoughtful and intentional in what you do. And so in some way, I know that I'll continue to have conversations like this
Right.
with artists that I appreciate. And so in that, I hope, that's me being involved in music if I'm not actually creating myself. I will still write. There's a lot of things, that essays that I want to write, and I use my voice for voiceovers and spoken word stuff, and just talking, reading my own writings and that type of thing. And so I know for sure that is something that's a path that God has already, like, that started a long time ago, and it's starting to become more prevalent, even over the music. And so that's something that I'll be doing. Coffee, I'm roasting my own coffee now, and
getting ahead of me, man. That was the last question.
yeah, I'm about to launch that. I'll save that, but I'm about to launch that. But as far as the arts, man, like, music will always be a part of me. It's something I've been doing since I was 8 years old, just writing and recording music. My kids love music, so I'm sure that I'll allow them to use the studio equipment and do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
But I'm really more focused now on stepping back, thinking about what I'm gonna say, and writing it down without it having to rhyme.
Yeah, I feel that.
I have some songs now where I've gotten to the point where I'll hit a line and it doesn't rhyme. And it used to be, I'm like, man, I gotta find it. I'm like, bro, it just don't rhyme. It just doesn't rhyme. It's still powerful. It doesn't rhyme, and that's okay. So I'll probably be doing more of that in, like, essay form and that type of thing. So
very dope. We run out of time. What is your relationship to coffee? Because, like, so I follow you on social media, and I just saw one day, it just looked like you were talking about coffee. I got on your live one day, you were talking about coffee, and at the very beginning, I like laughed a little. I was like, did he just discover coffee? Like, what's going on? And then, like, KJ had said something about, I'm trying to find some beans. Like, I'm trying to start making. I was like, I'm sure Drake can help you. And then I kept seeing, I was like, oh, he's serious about this. So I'm like, what is your relationship with coffee? What do you got going on?
Man, when I recorded my album in 2013, I had like 4 days to record it, and I flew out to Whit, who produced the album. He's in Delaware. I flew out there, and I stayed at his house for like 4 days, and we had to cut all the vocals. And I had drank coffee before, but like Starbucks and like just bad coffee, right? A bunch of creamer, or if I tried it, I wouldn't even try it black. I don't even pretend. But he had me try, like, it was like from Trader Joe's or something, but it still was a step up from everything else. And I was like, man, like, this is dope. And it kept me alert. It wasn't giving me like this energy, but it kept me alert. So when I got back home, I started going to specialty coffee shops. I still didn't know what I was doing. And then one day I just had a conversation with a barista. We became friends, and I started buying my own bags of coffee, and he told me just to try it black. And then I tried this Kenyan coffee black. This had to be like 2014 or 15. And from there, man, I was just hooked, and I just fell down this rabbit hole of, the same way I did with Star Wars. It's just like, where does this go? Like, what about this door? What's in that door? And coffee is so like the rabbit hole never stops.
I feel you.
There's so many things you can learn. And so, you know, and then I met people that I knew from the music, not even from doing music with them, but people that were consumers at one point that turned into artists themselves, but they also were selling coffee and roasting coffee and now they're mentoring me in the coffee industry. So then I decided to, you know, get serious about it. I started a podcast in 2016 or 17, I think, or 18, 2018. I'm sorry. I started a podcast because Black Gold Creative is the name of the company. It's media related, but you know, we started this podcast, Black Gold Creative Podcast. And then from there, I just decided, man, like I want to be in this industry. And so I started during the quarantine. I had already had plans to start roasting coffee, but I mean, with more time on my hand, I was just like, let me just order the stuff I need. And so I started roasting and got even deeper into the industry of it and started meeting more people, more roasters, more baristas, more people that knew about me in the music. And they like, you're into coffee? Like, okay. And so now I'm just full. I'm all the way in. Like I'm about to launch here pretty soon. Just a small operation to start, but you know, it's something that I really am passionate about. So,
hey, bro, well, super dope, man. I think this was a dope.
Not gonna lie. So when I was younger, I would say like, you know how we all go through this identity crisis type thing when we're younger.
That's good.
Yeah, kind of like you don't want to be like
Friends, indie friends.
Oh, okay.
So
do wonders like AI anomalies.
I know that, right? Saga, who was on
rap on the same
top.
beats. You're definitely more lyrical. So like you're not.
I actually knew a guy in Miami that he was going to the same.
And I tweeted like last week that someday I'm gonna have a song with him. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen. So